Hello, I'm Dr. Octavia Cox and welcome to my channel where I do all things classic literature. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. This week I took part in a podcast called Jane Austen's Paper Trail for the Conversation, in which we were talking about Pride and Prejudice and romance, and I thought you might like a little tiny peek behind the curtain, a little sneaky peek extract from that podcast. So here's a little clip in which I'm talking about whether or not Pride and Prejudice is a love story. I hope you enjoy.
I think on one hand, yes, you can definitely say that it's a love story. That's the central arc. That's the kind of centre around which everything else hangs. And it's a joyful love story in that the two central characters, Darcy and Lizzie, talk about and value happiness and how to achieve happiness. So Lizzie, for example, says after they're united that she's the happiest creature in the world. But I think there's a lot sort of more going on. And if you read it as just a love story, you might be reading it in a one-noted way rather than a many-noted way. So we might think of it as a Bildungsroman. That's a novel of education, a novel of growth. So it discusses the transition between childhood and adulthood, between home and venturing out into the world. And what's wonderful about Pride and Prejudice is that it's not just the heroine, that we also have Darcy, who we see develop and who we see grow. And that part of the development of both of them is facilitated by the other. So they both grow as a result of their exchanges. However, there are other parts of Lizzie's life that she also has to come to reflect on and think differently about. So her relationship with her father, for example. And those are just as important as her relationship with Darcy.
Thank you, as always, for watching and supporting my channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you would like to listen to the whole podcast, then do click on the link to the whole podcast in the description box. And what do you think? Do you think Pride and Prejudice is a love story? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.